Hey, beautiful people, a whisper from the divine has dropped, and this one has a real punch. Here's a four. Don't get caught up in trying to fix relationships, for you are here to establish a relationship that really matters, the one with your own heart. And then the rest follows from this rooted and present space. All external relationships will brighten, mend, bend, and alchemize into deep alignment, because all external relationships mirror you and your awareness. Goosebumps. How profound is that? Okay, how profound is that? Now, that being said, some real talk. All couples, friendships, whatever that relationship is, from time to time, may fight. And the thing is, conflict isn't inherently bad. In fact, a total absence of conflict often points to deeper issues like avoidance or inauthenticity, fear in the relationship, like you're walking around on bloody eggshells. Okay, that isn't good, far from it. But if you find yourself constantly fighting with a partner within a friendship, then it's almost certainly a larger problem. Ultimately, in order to resolve conflict, we have to resolve it within ourselves. Take a look out into the world. We are seeing conflict everywhere, and the spirit often say, as they lean in, it's because it's unresolved within the collective. It is the collective wounding playing out all of their shit, and therefore that conflict is taking hold into the world. And then we've got lunatics running the asylum, these old men just damaged, running the asylum. So it's kind of like, to resolve it, we have to resolve it within ourselves. Okay, but it is complex, it is layered, but we can absolutely peel back the layers. We can simplify. So if you find yourself constantly fighting, then it is a larger problem. Ultimately, in order to resolve that conflict, we resolve it within ourselves, and both parties have to be willing to kind of lean in, meet in that place, meet in that raw place, and process those difficult feelings, unpack old templates, explore it and change. I think you've got to want it. You've got to have hunger to absolutely want this friendship, this relationship, marriage to absolutely work. So here's a question. Where are you in your relationship? Where are you within your relationship with self? Where are you within your relationship, those around you, and within that intimate relationship? Are you always fighting? Is there no intimacy? Is there no longer any chemistry between you, or you're no longer feeling in alignment with your friendships? Something that I was kind of feeling into for a little while is, I'm seeing out there in the world almost like as if a realignment going on. Spirit have been mentioning it for some time now, that the cosmic furniture of our lives is being realigned and rearranged, and within it's almost this separation, this sense of train tracks getting further and further apart. And that is at times where people disappear from our lives, or kind of friendships just kind of like drift, or relationships are or just drifting and rupturing. You know, it's like these train tracks are getting further apart. I think it is a part of the energy of now, you know. So, you know, kind of like, you know, you're feeling that drift, or you're no longer feeling that chemistry within an intimate relationship, you know, to the point that the thought of being intimate really kind of, you know, instead of, you know, kind of gravitational pull, you're getting some kind of kickback or repulsion even, you know, or you're avoiding sex completely. That's a sign that something's wrong. You know, is it that trust has taken a hit, or, you know, you've got this kind of jealousy that's getting the better of you, you know, or you're not spending time together, or your emotional needs are just not being met. You know, something that I think, you know, is really important to do is to check in with yourself and kind of ask yourself, you know, what is it that you need physically? You know, hand on heart, breathe. What is it that you need physically? And it might be you're like, I just need a hot bath, early night. I just need to rest. You know, or I just need to get outside. I need to go for a walk. You know, or what is it that you need emotionally? You know, I just need a hug. I just need a hug. I need someone to talk to, someone to listen to, you know. And then what are your spiritual needs? What are your spiritual needs? You know, all these questions are really, really important, you know. So, you know, are your emotional needs being met? You know, huge thing now, but absolutely true, and, you know, comes up within my work at times as well. You know, you're considering cheating, or you already have, you know, and then you're kind of looking at the situation thinking there is no possibility of change. Now, here's the thing. If there is a genuine spark, one that will last when the newness fades, you won't have to question whether or not it is there, because you will both just know. You know, a soulmate, or the one, or even just someone who is worth spending time with, will never ever feel forced, even when the relationship goes through difficulties or it feels difficult, because it will. That is a part of traversing landscape with people, okay? That at times it is difficult, or it feels difficult, because it will. But loving each other never will be. So, if something feels off, normally that's because it is. As always, keep shining, sending you all so much love.